Welcome to Good Morning Keys on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5.
Good morning, Keys. It is Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the talk of the Keys. And good morning to you. We'll be checking your traffic here in just a few minutes. The weather is warming up as well. We'll get your complete weather forecast, as well as a couple of news stories that are coming out with breaking news as well. But we'd like to get right to our first guest, which is Alex. And Alex is with H&R Block. Alex Lamadrid. Did I say it right, Alex? You're going to have to help me there.
That is correct, sir. Yes.
All right, great. Well, H&R Block of Key Largo, this month's member spotlight with the legendary Key Largo Chamber of Commerce. And we're going to speak with the owner, Alex, of H&R Block. We are coming along with tax season, Alex, and that may make some people a little bit afraid, but you can take the fear out of it and take the error out of it as well. Work with a tax pro you can trust. That's H&R Block Key Largo, the experienced staff ready to walk you through every deduction, policy change, and credit. And Alex, there are a lot of changes all the time to the tax code that really can be either to the benefit or it can be harmful to the taxpayer. H&R Block has the expertise to help with all of that.
That is correct, sir. Yes.
Yeah. So it must be a lot of work keeping up with the tax code. Are you seeing a lot of changes this year over last year?
Well, basically, yes. There is few changes from the Big Beautiful Bill that was the last tax law that passed. There is changes that definitely benefit people who receive tips like waitress and also the Social Security. You will have, when the Social Security itself is a non-taxable payment that the people who are in Social Security receive. But when you have another income on that income tax declaration, part of your Social Security can become taxable. Mm-hmm. So basically, this Big Beautiful Bill add an extra $6,000 per person to that non-taxable portion.
Oh, wow. And that can make a big difference. A $6,000 tax credit really can be to the benefit of the taxpayer. And there's a lot of confusion, I think, still.
It's a deduction. It's not a credit. It's a deduction. Okay. It will add to the standard deduction, or in this case, yes, sir.
That's why people should have experts such as you doing their taxes and not people like me. That's for sure. Alex Lamadrid is with us. He's with H&R Block of Key Largo right here in our community, helping us through the tax season and beyond. And there are certain things that people must do for it's called no tax on tips, but it's really not that straightforward, is it?
Well, that is correct. Basically, what it is they exempt $25,000 of tips that will not be taxable. In my offices, I've seen clients that work in restaurant and in the industry where you receive tips. Clients that usually have to pay back because they didn't withhold enough taxes through the year. Those people, some of those people now are breaking even, or even some of them are receiving a refund based on this $25,000. Because you can imagine a waitress who receive a good tip, that person can make like $100,000 a year, and easily from those $100,000, $60,000 can be tips. So imagine from those $60,000 you take off $25,000 that would be exempt from taxation. That make a big impact in that tax return. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and also the businesses, it's my understanding the businesses also need to be aware of this tax credit, and there are some things that they should be doing to make sure their employees are eligible. Is that accurate?
Well, basically the payroll of that business, the person who take care of the payroll, when they issue the W-2, it would be clearly stated in the W-2 how much is tips and how much is salary, and the software is already updated to do that change, to act accordingly, and they receive the deduction. Yes, sir.
Yes, Alex Lamadrid, he's with H&R Block, the owner of H&R Block of Key Largo, which, by the way, is located in Tradewind Shopping Center, 101-411 Overseas Highway. To book your appointment with the experts at H&R Block Key Largo, 305-451-2562. And there's a lot to talk about as far as taxes and compliance and pitfalls and all those kinds of things. But in addition to that, you and your staff at H&R Block can help with accounting services and bookkeeping. Businesses are definitely in need of that. Payroll services, we talked about the W-2 and payroll compliance that must be done to help with the tax credit for tips. Well, you understand that because you also do payroll services. You can help a business open a corporation. A lot of people have a great idea. They want to open their own business. You can help represent them in that, and tax representation for individuals and businesses. You really kind of do have a full service agency, so H&R Block is not just tax preparation.
Yeah, that is correct, sir. I would like to point out about the business services we provide and the opening of corporations. It's very important that business owners take this seriously, because depending on the corporate structure you open, you will have a tax consequence, and it's very important for those business owners to know about those tax consequences. In our office, before we proceed with the registration of the corporation, we provide the taxpayer with information about how the structure they are choosing would be taxed at the end of the year, so then we have no surprises, because year after year we receive clients at the end of the year with corporate structure with tax consequence that it's not good or bad. It is what it is, but they can make a better use of their money if they choose the right structure, so they can minimize the tax impact if they act accordingly. Also, it's very important. The depreciation bonus came back. That was a bonus that was active since 2008, and this year we were about to lose that depreciation bonus. That is, if you have a business and you buy equipment, you can write that off completely using that depreciation bonus. They were about to lose that, and the Big Beautiful Bill Act reinstate that provision in the tax code, so you can depreciate 100% any asset you buy for your business, if you need it, of course.
Yes.
Not every time you need to write your assets completely.
Okay.
But that's also a very good advantage for businesses. Yes.
It is. Alex Lamadrid, H&R Block of Key Largo, and you're right. That decision as to how you form your corporation, or could even be a sole proprietorship, I assume. But there's different types of corporations, of course, that have tax implications for the shareholders and taxpayers and founders, and as well as there's, of course, the LLCs and all kinds of different structures. And you understand the advantages and disadvantages of each, given the individual who is considering it. 305-451-2562 is the phone number. H&R Block of Key Largo. Alex Lamadrid, the owner there. We're speaking with him this morning. And I gave the address a little earlier. Once again, it is in the Tradewinds Shopping Center, Overseas Highway, Key Largo. And you can file in person. You can do it via drop-off or online for your tax filings. However you file, enjoy the peace of mind that comes with working with a trusted team. All of the resources of H&R Block would be at your disposal, as well as a personalized service and expert team here locally in Key Largo with Alex and his people.
Yeah, that is correct. Our team would have to take many hours in continuing education every year. So we make sure that when the taxpayers sit across one of our accountants or tax preparer, that professional already have the training hours to answer any question and to make the right decision for the taxpayers. We don't have people who just took a class and start doing taxes next day. We don't have that in our office. Our office is an H&R Block franchise, and I make sure personally that all my people have the knowledge they need before they sit across before they sit in front of the taxpayer. So we take that very seriously. If that is something we don't know, we will do our research, we will do our due diligence, and we will get the right answer for our clients. We take our job and our advice to the taxpayer very seriously. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, with the resources of H&R Block behind you, it makes it even more valuable for the taxpayer to seek out your help and advice. Those deadlines are coming up. April 15th, of course, the deadline for federal income tax returns, but you must pay any estimated taxes owed, even if you're getting an extension. But regardless, you must file for an extension if you do need it. March 15th, too, is the deadline for corporations. That's even sooner.
For S corporations and LLC, and April 15th for C corporation or regular corporation. And it's very important for the taxpayer to know that every time you will owe, because many people they get a penalty. Sometimes it's a small penalty at the end of the year, and they don't understand why. So every time you owe more than $1,000 at the end of the year, the IRS expects that you do estimate payments to that same year. So basically, my advice would be, if you have a tax liability greater than that, even do estimate payments, or make sure you would pay before April 15. If you will do an installment agreement, which we can do, because you owe more money than what you expected. We can do an installment agreement, but it would be interest on that money after April 15th. So it's a good idea to pay most of it before April 15th. So the impact on interest over that money would be less.
Very good. Alex Lamadrid is with us, H&R Block of Key Largo, offering accounting services, bookkeeping, payroll, open corporation services, tax representation for individual and businesses, and of course, Experts Tax Corporation. Tradewind Shopping Center, 101411 Overseas Highway in Key Largo. Call them today for your appointment, 305-451-2562. Alex, I think we've covered it for now. You've got a lot of taxes to get to here. I don't want to hold you up any longer than we have.
Yes,
anything I should be mentioning other than what we've talked about?
Yes.
Yeah, I think was there anything else we needed to say there?
Well, basically, yes, sir. It's very important that we're bringing business services to the Key. Before that, office was not very strong in business services. We are bringing that for business owner. And it's very important that you have your books in order, because right now in the United States and in Key Largo, what is happening is that the biggest transfer of business is going on right now. People are transferring business to their descendants. People are selling their business, and it's very important for all those business owners that it's very difficult to sell a business if your books is not in order. Because I do this for many of my clients, that would be a due diligence that the accountant of the buyer will do, and taxes, bookkeeping, payroll taxes, sales tax if you have to pay sales tax. Everything has to match. At least for me to advise my client to buy a business or walk away. So it's very important for business owners to keep their books in order, to account for every asset, to have a clean balance sheet, so any buyer can see the real potential of that business. Any buyer can see the real value of the business, because the financials are correct. That's very important. It may be you have to pay a little bit to have your books in order, but you will see the benefit of this at the time if you get audited by the IRS, or at the time of selling your business. You will see the real benefits of have clean books and all your assets account for, and that's very important. I just want to point that out for business owners in Key Largo. And we are here to help. Anything you need, any accounting advice, business advice, we are here to help. Definitely.
Thank you. Very good point, Alex. Also, your books need to be in order if you're looking for lending or banking.
That is correct.
They're going to
Yes,
ask
sir.
you is your financials. They better be up to
Because
date.
you need to attract investors to your business. You need to ask for a loan to buy equipment, to buy assets, to employ new people, because you really need it. and nobody will look at you if your books are not in order. That is a fact. Yes, sir.
Alex, you're there to help businesses accomplish all of those things and more. It is H&R Block and Third One Shopping Center, Key Largo, 101411 Overseas Highway, 305-451-2562, a proud member of the legendary Key Largo Chamber of Commerce. So thank you, Alex, for being here this morning. I hope you get some sleep, and I hope you take vacation right after tax deadline.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, it's great. It's great to be in the program. Thank you so much.
Yes, well, and Keys Living TV is on phone apps. It's on Roku streaming. It's over the air on channel 27. You and the rest of this program will be on later today at 11 a.m. As well as 5 p.m. That's why we now are going with Zoom and video so people can watch the interviews on TV as well. So thanks for being here.
Great. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Alex LaMadrid, he's with H&R Block of Key Largo on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the Talk of the Keys. No major incidents to report up and down the US 1 as we continue with more of Good Morning Keys in just a moment.
Hello, I'm Dr. Bruce Burrows for Advanced Urgent Care, letting you know we are now making appointments to perform your MRI at our Marathon office. MRIs take about 30 minutes to perform depending upon the area being scanned. And best of all, AUC will be offering MRI studies at affordable cash prices. Call 305-294-0011, option 7 to learn more. AUC has also created Keys Cares Health Plan to help those who can't afford medical insurance. This plan has a low monthly fee and includes most basic testing for acute illnesses at no extra charge. AUC provides high-quality care at affordable prices. For more information on all our services, visit urgentcarefloridakeys.com. Thank you.
Advanced Urgent Care is the only urgent care in the Keys that is open 7 days a week, including Sundays.
Key West authentic Irish pub, dining, and rooftop lounge is Celtic Conch Public House, 528 Front Street. The Celtic Conch always features delicious Irish cuisine and tasty pub grub with more than 40 Irish whiskeys, specialty cocktails, and local drafts. Ask about their daily food specials, including kids 12 and under eat free on Wednesdays when ordering from the kids menu with adult purchase of at least $25. Limit 2 children per adult, dine-in only. Plus, the best in live entertainment. Monday, Milo plays from 5 to 8, then it's Dean Dunlevy from 8 to 11. Tuesday, it's trivia from 6 to 9, and Corey Hill is live from 6:30 to 9:30. Wednesday features Just George from 8 to 11. Thursday, Milo is back from 4 to 7, and Dave Mittenberg takes over from 8 to 11. Friday, Dean Dunlevy returns from 5 to 8, and then Milo entertains from 8 to 11. Saturday, come back for Dave Mittenberg from 5 to 8, then Just George from 8 to 11. Celtic Conch Public House, 528 Front Street, Key West. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Sláinte.
Do you love dressing up, dancing, and making a difference for our Keys community? Join the College of the Florida Keys at our 60th anniversary edition of the Seaside Soiree on February 27th at the Islander Resort. Celebrate 6 decades of community impact with fine dining, cocktails, music, and the college's historical exhibit. Plus, the virtual silent auction kicks off February 13th and is open to all. Proceeds benefit students and programs. Special thanks to Essential Net Solutions. Purchase tickets and join the auction at cfk.edu/soiree.
As the weather cools down, your pool doesn't have to. At MSP Supply, they help South Florida families enjoy their pools year-round with the best pool heaters in the Keys and Miami. Whether you need a new heat pump, a gas heater, or any pool equipment, or expert guidance on what fits your pool, MSP Supply has you covered with trusted brands and honest pricing. Stay warm, stay comfortable, and keep swimming longer. Visit msppool.com or stop by MSP Supply in Marathon or call 305-359-7665. MSP Supply, your home, your pool, your supply.
The voice of Monroe County, yours. This is Good Morning Keys on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5.
Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the Talk of the Keys. Good morning to you. It is 8:23. No major incidents to report up and down US 1. That is good news. 73 degrees. Currently, we are on our way to 79 sunny skies for today. Tonight, 10% chance of rain, 69 for the low. Tomorrow, 80. We are rebounding nicely. Sunny skies. Weekend's looking much the same, 80 degrees on Saturday. Sunday, 79, mostly sunny, is what we are going to be looking at. So that's good. Well, we're going to bring in Fran Decker. Fran is well known to many people in our community. She contributes her time and her talents to so many different endeavors, one of which being the Ann McKee Artist Fund. And Ann is a board member there. Hi, Fran. Well, Ann and Fran, it's pretty close. It's a little confusing. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Hi. So thanks for being here. You have a lovely background. People who are watching Keys Living TV can witness your background. Beautiful day there in Sugarloaf.
It sure is. I'm up at Sugarloaf Lodge where Jim Salem has a wonderful art class every Thursday, and I try to come up here as often as I can.
Well, that is truly wonderful. Let's talk about the Ann McKee, Ann McKee Artist Fund. What is this all about? I know it's in support of artists. It's been in our community for a while, but let's talk about what you do for our community. Established in 1992 after its founder, Ann McKee, saw a pressing need to assist individual artists from Key West. And that's what the Artist Fund has been doing since 1992.
Yes, we hold a yearly auction every year to raise money, and then that money goes right back into artist grants. And over the 31 years that we've been doing this, we've raised over $425,000 and given grants to over 400 artists.
Oh my goodness. So the Ann McKee Artist Fund is, well, very responsible. Let's put it that way. And we have a lot of gratitude to give to the Artist Fund and to Ann McKee for really helping the arts prosper in the Florida Keys, as we have seen it do so over these past few decades. And I talk to Liz Young all the time from Florida Key, the Council of the Arts, and how the arts are prospering. The Ann McKee Artist Fund has been quietly helping make that happen since 1992.
Yes.
Well, that's amazing. So, as you mentioned, the big fundraiser, though, that helps make this possible is the Ann McKee Fine Art Auction. And it is here. It's happening tomorrow at the studios of Key West. It's at 4:15 when we can enjoy entertainment legend Bobby Nesbitt, champagne, hors d'oeuvres, chance to get close up, look at the beautiful art. And bidding starts at 5 o'clock.
That's correct. Please come early and have some champagne. We've got Bobby Nesbitt and Carmen Rodriguez entertaining you while you look at the art and figure out which piece you want to go home with. And then Phil Amsterdam and I will be running the auction. I'm going to talk about the art, and he's going to take care of the bidding. And he's a wonderful auctioneer. You're going to have a fun time and go home with some beautiful art. We have artists like William Welch, Sal Salinero, John Kirley, and lots of local artists. We've got oil, acrylic, watercolor, sculpture. We even have a turtle made out of coconuts by Carrie Hopner.
Oh my gosh. Well, I got to give a shout out to Phil Amsterdam. I love Phil. We have a connection in Northern New York together, and there's a long story there. But Phil and his wife are lovely. They contribute to our community, and he is highly entertaining, whether he's on stage getting bids at an auction or just talking to you at a social function. Phil is a terrific and very funny human being. So it'll be a great night, and you will be a wonderful co-host for that as well. We are speaking with Fran Decker, the Ann McKee Artist Fund, and their auction, Fine Art Auction, the 31st annual Fine Art Auction being held tomorrow. The studios of Key West, of which, of course, 533 Eaton Street. Studios of Key West alone are just a beautiful sight to behold. The facility is gorgeous, and it is housing the Fine Art Auction tomorrow. Today is the last opportunity to go and view the art ahead of time and pick out which ones you really wanted to take home, as you said.
Yes, we've got a buy it now program, so that if you see something that you have your heart set on and you don't want to take a chance on losing it at the auction, there is a buy it now price. In fact, we've already sold 9 pieces in advance of the auction. But don't worry, we still have lots of fabulous art left.
Well, very good. Well, awarding over $425,000 to over 400 artists since 1994. It is the Ann McKee fine art auction happening again tomorrow at the studios of Key West. And a lot of the artists who have contributed art this year were former recipients of the Anne McKee Fund in the past as well.
That is correct. People are very good about giving back. You know, when you get a grant to help your project, then it's an easy thing to give back to the program because you see just how far your art goes. Also, this is different than a lot of art auctions. The artist who donates a piece, they get 50%. That's what they would get normally if they had their artwork in one of the beautiful galleries on Duval Street. So the artist, you know, is having a guaranteed sale plus raising money for the community.
Yes, you are helping the artist directly by bidding and purchasing their art, which will live a long, lovely life adorning your home or business. But even with the 50% going back to the artist, still $425,000 plus being raised since 1994. And we want another record-breaking year tomorrow. So 4:15, is when you can start in attendance, and then 5 o'clock is when that bidding starts. But again, get over there today, and if you find one you fall in love with, you can bid on it and purchase it right away. So Fran Decker, again, she is a board member of the Anne McKee Artists Fund in Key West with the Fine Art Auction tomorrow. So, and then grant applications do begin for the artists coming up March 1st through the 31st. We'll make mention of that as well.
Yes, that's correct. So we encourage artists in all sorts of fields, not just visual art. We give out awards to literary projects. We have a fabulous performance art package. So we want artists in all areas to apply for the grants.
Mm-hmm. Very well. Fran, thank you so much for being here. We wanted to make sure that the Anne McKee Artist Fund gets its time in the spotlight, and with the auction tomorrow, not to be missed, Fine Art Auction tomorrow starting at 5, doors open at 4:15 at Studios of Key West. I think we hit the highlights, but is there anything else you'd like to mention, Fran?
Just one quick thing. If you are worried that you have too much art already and need space, in April, we have another program called Art from the Attic. And that is when we're asking you, the public, to donate art you no longer want. And once again, we will auction it off. It's a silent auction kind of thing. And that raises more money for the artist grants. So don't worry about having too much art. You can always pass along the ones you're tired of.
Yeah, and it looks like it also benefits the Key West Women's Club as well.
That's correct. We split the funds with the Women's Club because they very kindly host our Art from the Attic display.
Yep, and they do wonderful work in our community as well. So all very good news here this morning, and we ask people to take part in the Anne McKee Artist Fund and the Fine Art Auction tomorrow. You can go to mckeefund.org to find out more. Fran, thank you so much for being here and taking time out of your busy, beautiful morning there on Sugarloaf Key. But we will talk to you again soon. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Take care. It is Fran Decker. She is board member with the Anne McKee Artist Fund. Again, their big fine art auction tomorrow, February 27th. At the studios of Key West. It is Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the Talk of the Keys. Beautiful day to be out and about in Sugarloaf or anywhere in the Keys. It's 73 degrees currently. No major incidents being reported up and down US 1, but school zones, of course, in effect, that is. And make sure that you are giving plenty of room and right away to the school buses. Watch those school zones, please. Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the Talk of the Keys. We'll return with more of Good Morning Keys in a moment.
Historic Pepe's Cafe in Key West, founded in 1909, still does things the old way. Diachronic, if you will. How about fresh squeezed juices? Think how good that margarita or Greyhound will taste. Blue Point oysters chucked to order because oysters work better that way. Fresh breads and outstanding specials in an eatery that opened the same year Ole Evinrude invented the first outboard motor. And get a jump on someone's birthday and check out our retail offerings for some great gift ideas. Pepe's Cafe, Old Town Key West, of course.
Coming March 14th and 15th, it's the 50th annual Original Marathon Seafood Festival. This authentic Keys event, brought to you by the Greater Marathon Chamber of Commerce and the Organized Fishermen of Florida, features fresh Florida Keys seafood, over 200 vendors, a boat show, and cold beverages such as craft beers, Bloody Marys, margaritas, and mimosas. Enjoy live entertainment featuring the Marshall Morlock Band, Amber Lee, the Red Elvises, and other great bands. Did we mention fresh Florida Keys seafood? Indulge in stone crab, lobster, ceviche, fish tacos, oysters, Key West pink shrimp, and more. We recommend you wash it all down with a cold beverage of your choice. Don't forget March 14th and 15th, the Original Marathon Seafood Festival at Marathon Community Park. More information available at marathonseafoodfestival.com. That's marathonseafoodfestival.com. Brought to you by Fission by Hotwire Communications and the Monroe County Tourist Development Council, as well as Design Source, Monroe Concrete, Island Restrooms, and Marine Max.
Step back in time. Step back into Old Town. Step into Old Town Bakery with fresh baked treats like pastries, cookies, brownies, and fresh breads made every morning. Enjoy hot and cold, delicious ground coffee, always brewing, and handcrafted breakfast and lunch sandwiches made to order on oven fresh breads. And now, Old Town Bakery features spinach mushroom feta quiche and ham and cheese quiche, delectable for breakfast or lunch by the slice. Get a whole quiche pie by ordering in store with 24 hours advance notice. Enjoy new cream-filled croissants with chocolate or vanilla filling and award-winning fresh baked pies, including their key lime pie, voted the best in the Keys. Pick up their unique Old Town Bakery t-shirts for a friend or yourself and give the gift of deliciousness with a gift card available for purchase in store. And their catering menu is available to make that next event memorable. Old Town Bakery on the corner of Eden and Grinnell. Stop in or order online. OldTownBakeryKeyWest.com.
Keys Auto Center, the Keys hometown dealership.
Hey folks, Stephen Bender at Keys Auto Center, home of the Keys local deal match guarantee on all in-stock new Cadillacs, Chevrolets, and GMCs on the boulevard. And right now, it's the biggest inventory we've ever had of Silverado, Sierras, and the Chevy Trax. Confidence comes standard from the people you know, like, and trust at 3500 North Roosevelt Boulevard or KeysAutoCenter.com. We've got the keys.
Everything you need is here at Keys Auto Center.
Here it comes, April 15th. It's time to file and pay your taxes again, unless you haven't in a year or 2 years or many years. I'm Miami tax attorney Steve Klitzner, and I want you to know you are not alone. The IRS has no sympathy for you, but I do, because I deal with this problem every day for my clients. Millions of Americans have fallen behind due to mistakes or being totally overwhelmed and in way over their heads. If you can just get this problem under control, everything else would fall into place. There may be a way to get your life back by making this the year you take steps to end your IRS nightmare forever. Call me today for a free consultation at 305-682-1118. I'm not some mystery attorney in another state. I'm right here in South Florida to help you. 305-682-1118. That's 305-682-1118.
Good morning, Keys, on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5.
Good morning, Keys. Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the talk of the Keys. And a reminder that this program will be available on the local TV channel, Keys Living TV, digital channel 27 over the air. Typically, it's helpful to have an outside-style television antenna to pick that up with no subscription, no fee whatsoever. You can also pick it up on Roku streaming and as well as the phone apps. Go to your phone app store, download Keys Living TV for free, and you have lots of local programming and all kinds of eclectic programming and stuff you haven't seen in a long time. But you also see Keys Living TV featuring Good Morning Keys at 11 o'clock in the morning and, yes, 5 in the afternoon. Even though it's Good Morning Keys, we will play it back in the afternoon for those of you who would like to see it and get caught up on what has happened the day before and the night before and into the day. So with that, we're going to say good morning on the phone to Nancy Klingener. She is with the Monroe County Public Libraries, and there's all kinds of content on Keys Living TV that is some eclectic stuff, but you can find a world of content, of course, at keyslibraries.org. Good morning to you, Nancy.
Good morning.
Hi there. So let's talk about Monroe Public Library. The county public libraries have multiple locations. Of course, it's always online with all of those resources, but a lot of people like to go to the physical location. And there's a lot of reasons to do that. The Key West Library is 700 Fleming Street, the Big Pine Key Library at 213 Key Deer Boulevard in the Winn-Dixie Shopping Center. A number of these have also been redone over the past few years and revamped and remodeled. Marathon Library, brand new structure over the past few years, 3490 Overseas Highway. It's beautiful. The Islamorada Library just recently got a makeover, 830 Overseas Highway. Key Largo Library, 101-485 Overseas Highway. And the Florida Keys History Center, 700 Fleming Street. You've got the entire Keys covered.
We do. And just to specify, the Key Largo Library is in the Tradewinds Shopping Center
thank you.
with the new Publix and all those stores.
Excellent. That's a great place to be. Absolutely. So give us some reasons to actually go to a physical branch as opposed to, just not doing so and doing it all online, et cetera. But as I mentioned, a lot of people still love that experience of going to the library.
Yeah. One reason is to pop in and see books and DVDs that have been newly added to the collection. Mm-hmm. We've got those pulled out. Or even just to browse the stacks. It seems now you find out, from Goodreads or something else online what books are out. But it's fun to just wander through and find something that looks interesting. Mm-hmm. And of course, you can always ask our staff. Mm-hmm. If you're interested in a book, and they'll ask you what you like to read. And, that's our favorite thing to do, is to help people find their next great read.
Excellent.
Yeah. The other thing we have in each of our branches is displays where the staff pull out books on a certain topic, or sometimes even on the same color. They get really creative. I know right now in Key West, we've got a little display of books with Lucky in the title, with St. Patrick's Day coming up.
There you go.
And those are actually, people are taking those, and we're setting up for the second year in a row, a March Book Madness with a bracket of the most popular books from the last year. And we're setting them up against each other, and we'll see who comes out on top. If you stop by and vote, you'll be entered to possibly win a prize.
Excellent. Wow. Well,
yeah. That's
cool.
Something you have to come to the library to do.
Yeah. And really, truly, the experience of going to the library is something special. Just going and seeing all that there is. It's kind of like also you're subjected to impulse buying in the supermarket. You're going to pass by something you maybe didn't think of or know was available. And you're going to walk out with something that you didn't plan on walking out with necessarily. But the full experience is right there for all the senses to take in. And the experts at the libraries are so passionate about it.
We still have physical magazines. If you are we have tons and tons of magazines online on our Libby app, which I definitely think people should check out. But we do still have physical magazines in the libraries. If you like to just turn pages and read print, stop on in and you can read them here.
Yeah, Nancy Klingener from the Monroe County Public Libraries. Since 1892, there have been many advances at the public libraries, and they're all available at keyslibraries.org, but they're also available at the multiple locations up and down the Keys of the public libraries in Monroe County. Speaking of physical assets and all of that kind of thing, DVDs are still popular with a lot of people. And I was just mentioning that, was it Redbox, I guess, was the vending machine you used to see. Before that, you had the video stores. Both of those have gone by the wayside. People still have their DVD player. They still enjoy seeing those movies on that media. And you can actually get a physical DVD at the branches, even after hours.
That's right. We have multiple ways for people to get physical items, books and DVDs after hours. One of them is at Bernstein Park on Stock Island. There we have a pickup locker. So if you want to request something from our online catalog and ask for it to be sent to the Bernstein pickup locker, we'll let you know when it's there, and you can just go there and get it. And it's open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. including weekends.
That's awesome.
And the Bernstein Park also has a lending machine, which is sort of like that red box you were talking about, or an automat, if anybody remembers those.
Oh boy.
And it's got books and DVDs, and you just enter your library card, scan your library card, and you can pick which one you want, and it pops right out. So that's a cool thing. There's another one of those up in Key Largo at the Murray Nelson Government Center. If people know where that is.
Oh, yeah.
And there are also pickup lockers outside of the Marathon Library and the Key Largo Library. So and those are accessible 24/7. Anytime you want, you can just stop by and pick up your stuff.
Everybody wants convenience, and the libraries throughout the Keys are open, most every day except Sunday. Well, every day except
6 days
Sunday.
a week. Yep.
6
every
days
day
a week.
except Sunday.
Generally
and
till
one evening.
generally till 5 p.m. Some are 6. The Key West Library open till 6, 8 o'clock on Wednesdays, by the way. But go to keyslibraries.org with the locations tab, and you can find out when the libraries are open. And if they're not open and you want that DVD, use the resources that Nancy just described to us. By the way, one quick comment that Keys Living TV has been running a show called Conked Out that Scott Atwell, a local personality, has produced about Jimmy Buffett and his life. And one of the segments talks about Jimmy Buffett's time at the Fleming Street Library in Key West. And apparently,
that's right. We have the letter. We
Yeah.
have the letter.
That's right. And he was very appreciative of the air conditioning and the space where he could just kind of hang out and do his thing. He spent a lot of time there. So
That's right.
yeah. So there's history with Jimmy Buffett at the Key West Library as well. So yeah, I'd love to see the letter sometime. That's very cool. So Nancy Klingen with us from Key West and Monroe County Libraries overall, which of course to cover the entire Keys and worldwide, keyslibraries.org. Go to that website to get your membership card if you've not done so already. There's also the big conch shell there at the upper right with the flashing arrow that has a lot of different tabs and shortcuts at your disposal. And of course, what's happening is always chock full of all events happening. And there's so many that I'm constantly amazed at the variety of activities and offerings at all of your branches. And that's all on that events calendar.
That is. And you can filter it by location or by age group if it's a little overwhelming at first. I know when you open it up, you're like, oh my goodness. But yeah, if you can just be like, what's happening at Marathon or what's happening in Big Pine. So
Yep. Including tobacco cessation, sewing classes, bilingual story time, book clubs, magic gatherings. Pokemon is still alive and well, trading card game happening there. There is all, and story time for your kids. You know, you always need to be concerned about advancing learning for your children and offering different opportunities for them. No better way than to become a member of the library and take part in a lot of these events that happen ongoing at the libraries.
absolutely. And we make it fun. Our staff is definitely makes it fun.
That is great. Well, Nancy, thank you so much for being here this morning. Anything else we should mention at this time?
No, I would say just keep an eye on that website and the calendar, and follow your local branch on social media if you really want to keep up on what's happening.
That's true. Well, thank you, Nancy. Thanks for being here. I think I'm going to plan on going and getting a DVD later, maybe even after
Excellent.
hours. So, yeah. All right. Thanks for being here, Nancy, and thanks for all that you do. We'll talk soon.
All right, take care.
You take care as well. It is Nancy Klingener with us. Monroe County Public Libraries online. Monroe County. Let me get to the main page here because I'm still on the events page. Got to give the right info. keyslibraries.org. That's keyslibraries.org. No major incidents going on currently up and down US 1. It looks like, yes, still the case. That is good news. Actually getting some rain in the lower Keys into Key West a little bit. Otherwise, they're calling for partly cloudy skies, 73 degrees. There was no real mention of rain, so we got a little scattered shower here. Keep that in mind, and we're going to be right back with more of Good Morning Keys in just a moment.
The hottest spot in the Keys to tantalize your taste buds is Central Duval, featuring 3 locations built for the local community and also welcoming new friends warmly. First, get ready for the ultimate Key West experience at the Key West Emporium, 618 Duval Street. It's the largest and most versatile spot in town with mouth-watering food and island-inspired cocktails from Key West's top-ranked restaurant, Kaya Island Eats. Next, check out Dragon and Rooster at 626 Duval Street, bringing the vibrant, bold flavors of Asia to the heart of Key West. Grab a quick bowl of ramen or indulge in their thoughtfully curated prefix tasting menu. Every visit promises to be an adventure for your senses. And Docks on Duval, 702 Duval Street, is a toast to Old Key West with a twist of cowboy charm. Savory barbecue, southern-inspired favorites, and fresh local seafood await inside a family-friendly restaurant. Hit up one of these great establishments or try all 3. Good times and great food await at Central Duval.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. 4-Star Rentals has almost every piece of equipment that you'll ever need for any project. Now imagine what a hero you'll be when you take on that tree trimming job with a chipper from 4-Star Rentals, or when you rent a Bobcat and fill all those holes in the driveway she's been telling you about. You know what? There's no telling how much respect you'll gain when you take hold of one of their tools and tackle a job like a pro. So if you have a project, 4-Star Rentals, they have the equipment to make you a pro. And don't forget about all those special occasions, either a wedding reception for your daughter, a graduation party for your son. 4-Star Rentals has everything you could possibly need, starting with party tents, including tables and chairs, champagne fountains, chafing dishes, even barbecue cookers. So when you start planning that project, visit mile marker 4.5 in Key West, across from the golf course. These friendly folks are good, and they'll help you with any project you might have. That's 4-Star Rentals.
So be sure to check out 4-Star Rentals for all your party needs. They have a fleet of delivery trucks, so one call does it all. 4-Star Rentals. Call 294-7171.
The choice of a doctor is a personal one. The choice of your gynecologist is even more personal. Dr. George Peterson has been honored to provide trusted gynecological care for generations of women in the Florida Keys for more than 30 years. While he has retired from obstetrics, Dr. Peterson is continuing with gynecological services for existing and new patients. Dr. Peterson guides them through medical care that can be complex and confusing at times, whether it's related to conception, sexual health and wellness, infertility, or menopause. And he continues to be a trusted caregiver for circumcisions. Dr. Peterson has been alongside his patients for 3 decades to ensure that they receive needed screenings for breast, cervical, and ovarian cancer. And the practice has expanded to provide a wide range of medical aesthetic treatments. Keys Med Spa, 5450 McDonald Avenue, Stock Island. Phone number 305-293-9555. And online at keysmedspa.com.
Hello, I'm Dr. George Peterson. I'll be honored to help you with your medical needs as I have done for the last 30 years.
Good morning, dear. Breakfast almost ready?
In a minute. So did you happen to call someone about spalling repair for the house?
You know what? I knew I forgot something yesterday.
Honey, you know how important spalling repair is, especially here in the Keys. If that spalling damage gets any worse...
Don't worry. I'll call Design Center in Marathon.
When?
Today.
How about now?
Okay, dear. Now.
Design Center, the most efficient spalling contractor in the Keys, providing the fastest results. With over 40 years combined experience in spalling repair and a member of the International Concrete Repair Institute, Design Center can handle the largest jobs to small structures. They also handle quite a number of condominium and county projects. Mention this ad or the program you're listening to and receive 10% off your spalling repair. Visit DesignCenterFL.com or call 305-735-4042. Design Center, 6677 Overseas Highway Marathon. License number CGC 1523838. Remember, mention this ad or the program you're listening to and receive 10% off your spalling repair from Design Center.
This is Good Morning Keys on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5.
Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the talk of the Keys. Good morning. It is 8:52, and again, a little bit of rain here just popped up unexpectedly, but that is never, it looks like Key West Tropical Forest and Botanical Garden will always welcome a little bit of rain, and the keeper of the trees and everything related, Misha McRae with us, the executive director. Good morning, Misha.
Good morning. Good to see you.
Good to see you. This is wonderful to be able to see you as well, be it virtually. But the reason we're doing this, as mentioned before, Keys Living TV, digital channel 27, available over the air locally, will be airing Good Morning Keys at 11 a.m. each day, as well as 5 p.m., so that more people can take in all the good news that we talk about in our community. It's also available on Roku streaming, Keys Living TV, and your favorite phone app store has it where you can download to your phone and watch programs such as this and watch people such as Misha McRae, Executive Director of the Key West Tropical Forest and Botanical Garden, celebrating 90 years of the Keeper of the Trees, which, by the way, is not just trees.
No, we're not. Our anniversary was February 23rd, celebrating 9 decades of not only being the keeper of the trees, but being the Key West Botanical Garden. No small statement in this culture and climate of heads and beds, but we've taken it from just being an attraction to a premier conservation site that the citizens of Key West can be very proud of. As I say to everyone, every great city has a great botanical garden, and Key West has its own botanical garden that fits that bill.
Well, and it is unique. The Key West Tropical Forest and Botanical Garden, the only frost-free botanical garden in the continental United States. And we've, despite all the cold weather, we've managed to stay frost-free, whereas most of the rest of the country has certainly not been that. But Keeper of the Trees, this I didn't know, by the way, Misha. The Key West Tropical Forest Botanical Garden broke ground in the middle of the Great Depression when Key West was bankrupt, survived all these years to become the beauty that it is today.
Yeah, that's the legacy that we hold on to. Back in the 30s, the Great Depression, Key West was bankrupt. President Roosevelt sent his team down here as part of the WPA to create work opportunities. And at that time, the concept in 1934 with Oliver Stone all the way went up to the building in 35 and opening February of 1936. We were the biggest attraction in South Florida. One, to put people back to work and help the economy, and two, to attract tourists down here. When we broke ground and opened this garden in 1936, we were 55 acres. In fact, it was the entire Stock Island. It took 5 days to get through this garden. We've held on to that legacy because, yes, we're still an attraction, and yes, we still employ local people to work for us, but more importantly, we attract over 25,000 people a year, and we are globally recognized as being a premier conservation site focusing on native flora and fauna of the Florida Keys, Cuba, and the Caribbean. And I think we're one of only maybe 10 gardens in the world that focuses that direction.
Wow. Misha McRae, Executive Director of the Key West Tropical Forest and Botanical Garden. 90th anniversary gala. Before we move on to the upcoming events, one of which is coming up very soon, should we thank anybody in particular for the anniversary gala? A lot of people came together to make that a success.
Yes, we had 135 awesome people show up for our anniversary gala. For those that participated, it was definitely spectacular in the aspect and really befitting 9 decades celebration. I thank all of our sponsors. I can't name them all right now, but we'll be doing a thank you for everyone in the paper so that you can see the garden. In my focus in my 29, 30 years with this organization has been community, and it really took the community together to put this gala on. It was beautiful. It was romantic. As bad as the weather was all week long, that night it was clear skies, full moon. We couldn't have been more blessed, not only with Mother Nature, the weather, but being able to celebrate this under the canopy of our tropical forest and with all of these wonderful people. So thank you, everyone who took their time, invested their money to come and celebrate this awesome, awesome opportunity.
That it was. I heard terrific things. I regret that I was not able to make it there, but thank you to all who did attend and supported the Tropical Forest Botanical Garden at the 90th anniversary gala, and a gala it was. Well, you don't let moss grow under your feet, so to speak, because we've got Garden Fest Key West coming up on the 28th, 23rd annual Garden Fest Key West, the Green Marketplace 2026. It is scheduled for 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the garden. Visitors can view and purchase tropical and native plants from the garden's plant nursery. You have docent guided tours, children's science center, adult beverages, snacks, silent auction, 50/50 raffle, earth-based arts. There's a lot going on that day.
Really, we call it Garden Fest Key West, the Green Marketplace, because we have local vendors that participate. We have live music in the garden courtyard. We have a beer garden for the adults, and we have a children's science corner for our kids. It's a great opportunity to come out and actually see our native nursery, which now houses over 220 native species of plants. You want to look for something that fits in your yard, on your patio, or even on your windowsill, we are the place to come and see it, as well as artisan markets and great day, great adventure, free docent tours, presentations. It's a fair. It's really a fair celebrating the garden and Mother Nature and everything native about it.
Well, terrific. Coming up in just 2 days, it is Garden Fest Key West, Green Marketplace 2026, February 28th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the garden. Please do.
It's free. Yep, free admission. We want you to come. We want you to explore. We want you to participate and help out the botanical garden along the way.
Absolutely. It is Misha McCrae. He is Executive Director, Key West Tropical Forest and Botanical Garden on Good Morning Keys and Keys Living TV. So coming up about, well, actually a month after that, Saturday, March 28th, Key West Tropical Forest and Botanical Garden hosting the annual Migration Mania and Great Egg Hunt. 3 different age level egg hunts, children's interactive playgrounds, games, crafts, face painting, and more. Another big event for the whole family at Key West Tropical Forest and Botanical Garden.
Yes, as Garden Fest is one of our signature events, so is Migration Mania. It is family friendly. It's for everybody, every age, but really highly anticipated are those egg hunts. We have 3 age-appropriate egg hunts. We have education booths. We have games for the children's. We have food and beverage. We have learning opportunities. We have gaming opportunities. We have egg hunt opportunities. Everything for the kids to come out, explore the garden, and really enjoy what the season's about. But underlining the fact that this is migration season, and learn a little bit about our feathered and winged butterflies and birds that migrate through this botanical garden. We have documented 223 species of birds that migrates through that garden twice a year. Why? Because there's not that many big open wide spaces, and 2, we're the only place south of Florida City that actually has fresh water. And for the migrating birds and butterflies, that's kind of like us driving down the interstate and we see truck stop. It's a place to stop, eat and drink, rest up and then go about your journey.
I did not know that before. As many times as we've talked, I didn't know about the freshwater aspect, and that makes perfect sense.
Right. The big pond that you see in there, go out to University of Florida Lake Walk program. We are actually posted on there because we are the largest body of freshwater south of Florida City. Fresh sweet water, not brackish, sweet water.
Wow. A lot of claim to fame with the Key West Tropical Forest and Botanical Garden. No doubt about it. So we've talked a lot about children here, and we've talked a lot about the activities and opportunities that exist for our area children at the Key West Tropical Forest and Botanical Garden. Well, embarking on Endless Horizons is what's been named as the mission for the new Education Center. How are we doing in that regard?
We are so thankful for the Howley Foundation for funding the architectural plans and design. We're in the process now of actually costing everything out. The anniversary gala was the kickoff for our capital campaign. I implore, I beg, I will come actually sit on your doorstep to the community to help us fund this project. We're very excited about it because, as we just said, we've just completed 9 decades. We want to set ourselves up for the next 9 to come. And one of the first steps to that is get our education department out of that old broken trailer that they've been working in for so long, and put in a new state-of-the-art visitor education center that includes classrooms, includes offices, includes visitor receptions, video education room. It has everything. The rendering's already there. Reach out to me at mmcrae@keywest.garden. Let me set up an appointment and show you. The plans are incredible. K2M Designs are helping us put this together. We are fondly calling it the treehouse because it'll fit right into the garden. You won't even know there are buildings there because it's going to be so organic. all the way through, and then actually sets us up for the next 90 years to come.
Yeah, I see the plans. I see the renderings. It looks gorgeous. It really
Isn't that awesome? I'm so excited about it.
My God.
I'm so excited that I'm still part of it, that I can see us go in from what it was back in the 90s to what we are now. I'm so blessed and excited to be able to help into the next 2 decades and see what it will become.
Well, your contributions, your commitment, Misha, also leaving a legacy at the Key West Tropical Forest and Botanical Garden. Your contributions there over these many years, are hard to describe. So thank you for all that you've done. So, Misha, you still with me? I think we might have frozen on Misha there. It's Keys Talk 96.9, 1025, the talk of the Keys. I do see you still. But things have, okay. Well, it looks like we are just about needing to wrap it up with Misha. Anyway, Misha, thank you so much for being here this morning, and we will talk to you again. Oh, actually, you reset it. You're still on mute, though. We can close with you. Go ahead and unmute your computer, and let's see. Almost. Looks like there's we still have you on mute. There you are.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yep. Something good old AT&T.
It is an island. There's a reminder that we are on an island.
That's right. The garden has worked itself up to be.
Yeah. Well, that last part got a little bit garbled, and I apologize for that. But we appreciate you being here, and we encourage all to attend the Key West Tropical Forest Botanical Garden Migration Mania and Great Egg Hunt coming up March 28th, and even prior to that, the event on the 28th of this month. So thank you.
Right. And also Migration Mania, we need egg suffers.
Okay.
And then if you'd like to sponsor this, have your name on the title for this Migration Mania, please reach out.
Sponsorship. Okay, great. Well, it looks like it's trying to, the internet is trying to play with us again and giving us a little bit of trouble. So with that, Misha, we will let you go. And thank you so much for being here this morning. Go to keywest.garden. That's keywest.garden to find out more. This is Keys Talk 96.9, 1025, the talk of the Keys. Thank you very much for listening and watching Good Morning Keys.